This video shows you how to fix or repair a clogged iPhone speaker mesh duct, and also how to troubleshoot and restore an iPhone stuck in headphone mode to its speaker mode setting. So, one of the reasons why we get no sound, from our iPhone speaker mesh duct is as a result of grime that builds up over time, in the air pores or ducts of the speaker. And once zoomed out, it is pretty evident upon visual inspection that the air pores or ducts are blocked. So firstly, I will be utilizing Blue-Tac to get out the clogged dirt from the air pores. What you should try to avoid, is pushing the dirt in, and Blue-Tac is a very good sticky adhesive, and when you push the Blue-Tac into the pores, the dirt sticks onto the Blue-Tac and you can draw the dirt out with the Blue-Tac. What we're trying to do is to get the dirt to stick onto the Blue-Tac so that it comes off with it. So the nature of the foreign object debris or dirt in the air pores will determine how readily Blue-Tac can eject them or remove them. So say for example, if you have got ear wax stuck in them air pores, that will come off easily with Blue-Tac, as ear wax can be soft, grimy and sticky. But if the debris is quite thick and rigid in position, then you might need a miniature tool to break up the debris, remove the debris or loosen the debris, then utilize Blue-Tac to get out the debris. And so in this case, the debris is quite thick, it's clogged, it's rigid, it's embedded in the air pore, and it really wouldn't get out easily. But before you break up the debris, utilize Blue-Tac as much as possible. Push it down firmly into them holes and try as much as possible to get whatever loose debris you've got there out with the Blue-Tac. So pretty much replicate the process, repeat and reproduce the process until you've got a lot of the loose debris out from them pores. Make sure that you also press the Blue-Tac in the headphone jack, as well as the 3.5mm jack on the far left. And once we're done, with a couple of runs, the next step of the process would be to break up the debris with a pin tool. And so again, we're not looking to pushing the debris further into the speaker. What we're looking to do is to get the pin in, gently, and use an upward thrust movement to get out the debris from the pores, okay? As pushing the debris in could be tantamount to loss of sound, okay? You don't want any debris blocking the sound duct, so you should be trying as much as possible to get the debris out of them speakers. Do it gently, taking care not to scratch the speaker housing. If you haven't got a needle, you could use, your very small office push pins to get the debris out, okay? And once we've broken even by loosening up a lot of the debris and getting some debris out, from them ducts, we visually inspect each single pore to ensure that we haven't got as much clogging as we had initially. Just inspect to make sure that a lot of the loose debris are out of them ducts, okay? Then subsequently repeat and reproduce the Blue-Tac process by press fitting the Blue-Tac firmly down and getting as much debris or as much loose debris that's been broken loose by the needle or the push pin. So visually inspect. If you've got a magnifying glass, magnify the holes. Keep using your pins to remove the loose debris, okay? And then subsequently repeat and reproduce the Blue-Tac process. Give it a number of runs, okay? Keep press fitting, keep pushing repetitively. And even if it looks like the Blue-Tac isn't getting a lot of the dirt out, keep press fitting it down to get as much dirt, to stick onto the Blue-Tac whilst it comes out, okay? You're trying to get as much loose dirt or grime or dirt that's embedded deep within the mesh out, okay? The next step of the process would be to dampen, cotton wool with isopropyl alcohol. Make sure that it's not too wet, okay? Squeeze out any excess isopropyl alcohol, just make sure that it's moderately damp, just slightly damp, and just give the surface of the mesh, a light clean, okay, just enough to loosen the dirt, and just you could give your phone a clean wipe here. With all that dirt, you might have bacteria, sticking onto your phone. It's important that you do not use water to clean out your speakers, and that's because it takes a long time for water to dry, and that could impact on the sound that emanates from your speaker. Isopropyl alcohol evaporates readily easily, and it's approved by the electronics industry for cleaning, so you might as well take advantage of using something that evaporates and wouldn't clog your sound any further. And once you've loosened the dirt with rubbing alcohol, let the speaker mesh dry under the fan, before you use the Blue-Tac. Otherwise, the Blue-Tac's adhesive stickiness wouldn't impact any of the loose dirt in the mesh. So let the surface of or the housing of the mesh dry off. Then repeat and reproduce the process by getting as many runs as you can with the Blue-Tac. Okay. Then get your needle in there, take out whatever loose debris you can find, okay? And as you can see, a huge chunk of the debris is coming off, okay? And that's because we've unsettled a lot of the debris that's been clogged or stuck in them air pores. And so, to accelerate this process, you could dry off the rubbing alcohol underneath the fan so that, it evaporates a lot quicker. And prior to testing the sound, go to your general settings on your iPhone, go to sounds, and just click on ringtone and make sure that you're able to hear the sound from your speakers. Okay. Click on a couple of ringtone sounds, and you should be able to hear the sounds from your speakers, as well as YouTube applications. Okay. If your sound is patchy or intermittent, or you have got no sound, I'll show you, a subsequent step that could help you troubleshoot the error. Make sure that you dry your phone downwards, facing down, so that gravity pulls out the isopropyl alcohol. Or if you have mistakenly gotten water in there, dry it facing down so that all of that, comes off them speakers. So it is pretty much good news if you've got ringtone sounds coming up from your speakers, but haven't got sound coming up from applications like YouTube on your phone. It simply means that the YouTube developers, or say for example eBay developers, are playing catch up to your iOS operating system update. So go to your app store to make sure that you update the patch that your developers have sent to you manually. So you'd go to your app store in the case of YouTube and update, the YouTube app for kids, or the normal YouTube app, but make sure that you've got enough free space on your iPhone. So go to your photos, go to your videos, go to certain apps and delete them if you do not need them, so that you can create free space to update the new patch from your YouTube or eBay or whatever application that you're not getting sounds from. And in this case, I'm not getting sounds from YouTube, so I'll be updating the YouTube for kids and the normal YouTube, and subsequently test out to see if I'm getting full blown sound as opposed to intermittent or patchy sounds. When I say patchy, I mean sounds coming on then going off, MIA for no reason, or just losing sounds generally. So I have successfully updated the YouTube for kids and the normal YouTube, and I should start to get some sounds. Initially I couldn't update it because I didn't have enough memory space, so I deleted certain apps and certain videos and pictures, and that freed up space. So the updates from the YouTube Kids and the normal YouTube was able to patch up, okay, or update. And that's about it really. If you found the information useful, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. It does help the channel grow, and hopefully catch up with you later. Goodbye, thank you for your time and thank you for listening. Have a good one. Bye.